Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what up, bro?
What's good with you, bro?
Another day in paradise.
It is. It is another day in paradise.
How you been?
Today was a trying day, but it was a good day, so can't complain at all, man. Definitely want to get right into this topic today, uh, because I know everybody, we don't have a lot of time. I know you got a lot of things going on, and this live is sponsored by King of My Way and Queen of My Way. Happy Father's Day yesterday to all the fathers out there.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
definitely want definitely want to point that out there. Happy Father's Day, because I don't feel like we get enough credit like we should sometimes. So definitely Happy Father's Day,
Yeah, most
and
definitely.
I do have something else for the fans that's been continuing supporting us. I do got another hoodie. It's Queen of My Way, size medium. So anybody trying to get that, shoot me a DM, and I'll reach out to you. But take it from here, bro. What you
All
got
right,
for the
so,
people today?
all right, man. Nothing crazy, man. I just wanna know what the hell is going on here because, and the topic is, women. Excuse me, single moms. Are you looking for a stepfather or a husband? And the reason why I pose that question is because the man who, wants to get in a relationship with the woman, ultimately, if they're gonna tie the knot, they're gonna do it. But in return, that will make him a stepfather first. Um, I pose this question because it seems like you have good men out there who want to take upon the role of being a good stepfather to kids that ain't his, and I take my hat off to those guys because I'm one of them myself. Um, but what I'm asking is do women, single moms, really want? Are they looking for stepfathers or husbands? And simply because the father or the guy who's choosing to take upon the responsibility of someone else's kids, um, if they want to, if the female wants to make that man allow him to be the husband, then should he be able to be the husband to its full potential? Um, besides, making sure they have food, clothes, shelter. Um, I pose the question: can the stepfather discipline the kids? And I ask this question to a lot of women, and they always say yes. And I said, okay, I'm gonna ask you again, and I'm gonna ask you in a different way. Um, can that man whoop your kid's ass?
Okay.
And then they say no. Then it becomes a big problem. So these are the things that a husband consists of. He should be able to discipline the child um, through life experiences, and even with myself. I grew up and I had a stepfather, and I knew how it was. As I got older, started smelling myself, and you know, I would say little things like, you ain't my dad, or you don't tell me what to do. You know, I used to do that stuff myself when I was growing up. So in situations like that, man, when kids get to showing off at they, especially when they reach a certain age, it's like they need to be disciplined. Now, everything doesn't have to result to whooping a child, but I'm just saying when it comes to that point, can that can that stepfather whoop that child's ass when necessary? And a lot of women say no. For
Mm.
what? Why? So I want to pose this question. So, ladies, are you single moms? Are you looking for a guy just to fill the role of the biological father, or are you gonna let the man lead because the man is structured? I mean, the man is centered around three things: structure, order, and protectiveness. Are you gonna let him lead, take charge, discipline when necessary, or you just want somebody there to help take care of the kids and that be it? That's the question I want to pose. So we're just trying to figure this thing out, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. Definitely trying to have a conversation. I'm tagging some people in here. Let's see here. Definitely trying to
See,
see.
I agree with is it Yvonne? I agree with her. I said that before too. If the biological father is active in the child's life, then I agree with that. Let him discipline the child.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, but if no man is around and you are the husband, um, it has to be some form of discipline. But I do agree with Javon on that. If the biological father is around, then yes, let him handle it. But it's a lot of women that saying no, he can't touch my child. He can't do none of that.
Yep. So let me see here. I thought I thought more than one person can get on live on Instagram.
I'm not sure. I haven't. You would know more about that than I would.
I'm guessing not.
Like I said, we can bring some women on. I can exit out.
Yeah.
We'll be able to find time for a train to come. I can I can exit out and we can bring some females on and they express their view of it because it seems like a lot of females just want they just want someone to play the role of daddy and not actually do the discipline part of it. And if so, I want to know why. Why is it that you don't want? If you want this guy to be your significant other,
Mm-hmm.
why can't he discipline the child?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't he be able to discipline the child if you want him to be that father figure and you want him to be your husband?
Right.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring a couple of females on, bro, and I want you to stay in the comments and basically comment because we're gonna try to get to the bottom of this today.
All right.
So go ahead and click off, and then we definitely gonna make it happen.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Sounds good. All right.
All right. Let's see here. Sing. Uh, let's see if we accept this request. How y'all doing today? Let's see here. know I'm liable to get somebody. Hold on, I'm gonna try to link you in. Anybody like to join? Let me see here. I just sent you a request.
Hi.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Am I the only fool that's requesting?
Nah, I wouldn't call you that now.
But you know what? Listen, uh, I think that I'm a single parent and I raised my son and my daughter alone. Father
Okay.
went to Puerto Rico, has another family. So I'm left with my two kids. And being a woman and having a son is kind of hard because you can't teach a woman can't teach a man how to be a man, period. That's just my opinion.
Ab-
I can't, you know what I mean? I could just show him how he should treat a woman, period. But I'll be honest with you, I'm from old school. I whooped my son's ass. I whooped his ass, and he'll tell you. Because you have to when you're a single parent. And sometimes the boys, they get out of hand and think that they could run up. You can't do that with me. You're not running up. You're not talking to me crazy. You're just not going to do that. I have to teach my son how to respect women. And I'm from an abusive relationship. And my son's seen all that. And that just made him, number one, a better man, a better father, and a better husband, and a better person because he didn't pick up that trait.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that he didn't, because if he did put a hands on a woman, I would personally whoop his ass. And he knows that.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Definitely. The question is, have you stepped back out there since that happened?
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't really had a relationship, a steady relationship. I don't bring men to my house. I
Mm-hmm.
don't introduce them to my children, or anything like that. But I will tell you this: if I was to have been with someone knowing that their father is in Puerto Rico and not around, if this man had to discipline my son to make him a better person, go for it. You know what I mean?
Depending if
Absolutely.
he was good about it.
No, I mean, you have to have a good man, you know, not
Oh,
one of those abusive men, but I mean, if you have a good relationship with the guy and he's there for your kid and he's showing him this and this and that, then, if he gets out of hand, then of course, whip his ass. I'm all for that.
yeah, because basically that's what I was saying. Like a man that what I'm saying, that you have a great relationship with, that basically you looking for as a husband, and as a husband, would he be able to discipline your child if it was the needed? If your child had got out of line, would
Yeah,
he be able to discipline your child?
absolutely.
Ministry,
As
because
long
a
as
lot.
he disciplines them in a
I mean, especially you told me that you from the old school, so that's really an old school way of thinking. I think a lot of modern women, they don't think that way.
No, they don't. They think like, that's not your son. Don't you be putting your hands on him. I don't know who you think you are. I will discipline him. But then
Hmm.
what you're showing the kid is that you're not respecting the man and you're not respecting the authority.
And
And then that gives him every right to say, yeah, well, hey, my mother told this man this and this and that. I could do whatever I want and talk to my mother the way I want to. because he's not going to say anything because my mom's going to say something. Well, that's wrong.
Absolutely.
That's ignorance. And I hate to say that, I'm not downing these young girls, you know, and there are young girls that are single, but you know what my thing is, be strong. You know, put your foot down, keep your foot down. When you say no, it's no. Don't do like I did and say, no, you can't go. Okay, you could go, but I want you back, you know, because I felt sorry because I raised my son by myself. So there's a little guilt there, you know? So, you know, a lot of women just have to just understand that you know, as long as the man's not abusive and he disciplines them in the correct way, because there's a right way and there's a wrong way. If he disciplines them, go ahead.
What would you consider the right way or the wrong way? Give me the right way. Give me the wrong way first.
Okay, the wrong way would just go up to him and just like, you know, I don't know how these guys are. The wrong way will go up to him and just assume that he did this and he did that and not ask and not talking. Okay. Because the key word is talking. Okay. You know, if you start yelling, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. Okay. But if he came up to him as in the right way and said, hey, you know, I heard that, you know, you threw a ball, hit a window, you know, tell me what happened, tell me what's going on, and let's try to fix it. That's the right way to do it. Gotcha. The wrong way is to accuse, because then when you're accusing, you're calling the child a liar. Okay. Right? And no one likes to be called a liar.
Yeah, but before a man could discipline your child, not only does that child have to respect that man has to earn the respect and the trust of your child. Yeah, and but that's going on, and he's teaching him the right way, and he's there for you, and he's there for that child. Then that
wait,
child,
hold on. You know? Say that again.
Why does she say that the man has to earn the respect of the child, when you know the man he's the adult? So why should he have to earn respect from a child when it really should be the other way around?
But don't you want respect? But don't Absolutely. You want respect? Well, then you have to give that child respect too. You have to have that child be able to trust you and know that, you know, he's disciplining me because he loves me and he's there for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not automatically come in and say, hey, you know what? I'm the man of this house. You have to respect me. It doesn't work that way. Just like a woman needs to respect a man, the man needs to respect the woman, exactly. And vice versa with the children. Otherwise, you're never going to have a relationship.
And it depends.
Well, you know, I've came from a family of, you know what I'm saying, all different ways. Like, had to earn the respect of a stepfather. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, so on and so forth. But, and then I've been in a relationship where, you know, a person had a child, and it was basically what we were saying, that I couldn't do anything to their child. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, touch their child, even though their child was acting terrible. I was not allowed to, you know, touch their child or discipline them. And then they wouldn't even discipline their child.
Then you need, okay, so this was a person that you was talking to?
Yeah, I was talking to them at the time.
Then you should have left that person right then and there, because if that woman is not going to discipline her son or daughter, and she's not allowing you to do it, what type of relationship are you going to have? I mean, come on, it's not all about sex nowadays. You know what I mean? So I would have, my personal opinion is that I would have left, because if I can't reprimand or say, hey, you know what, you know, Bobby, don't touch that. You know, if she's going to get pissed off about that, then later for her.
Wait, you also got to take in consideration, how long have you been dating? How long have you been with this person? Because you got good men that are going to raise another man's child. They're going to be good to that child. They're going to be there for that child. And if that person is good to that child, and the woman still don't want to let that man have discipline, then yeah, the hell with her. Because you know what? Women don't know when they got.
Who is that lady?
That's my cousin.
Hey,
You
how you
got work.
doing? You speaking
Talking
some good
about
stuff
your
over there. You
Hey,
speaking some good stuff over there.
Yeah,
there's
it's
a lot
true.
of women that don't appreciate a good man.
Right.
I have 4 kids. My oldest daughter was not my husband's child, but I was with him since she was 9 months old.
Uh-huh.
So when she's 5 years old, yeah, he has every right to discipline her. And you know what? I would be wrong because I'm showing her that she don't have to
Respect
listen to
him.
authority or respect him.
Right.
And I'm showing her,
Right.
I'm showing him that he don't matter. And yet you're putting food on my table. You're here. You're helping me. We're building a life together. That's not right. That's not.
You speaking number facts over there.
Right.
I am all for the man, okay? Unless he's an asshole. I am on the man's side. I
Yes,
grew up
definitely.
with 4 boys. And let me tell you, I'm a woman, but some women,
Yeah. They're, they got a lot to learn. A lot of
Yeah,
women have a lot to learn.
especially
And
young
yeah,
women.
and especially if they want to change a man, you just can't do it. You
What,
just
let me ask you this. Where do you think that disconnect came from with modern women? Do you think their mothers didn't teach them that, or do you just think they just didn't listen to their mothers? What do you think? What are your take on that?
On what era? Because let me tell you something. The era that came after us, or
Mm-hmm.
after my kids, because my oldest daughter's 39. So
Okay.
after my kids, these kids, they're entitled. These young girls, they feel like they're entitled. They feel that a man, you got to show a man that you want to build something with him, not just take from him.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a job. I could pay my bills. I could pay my rent. I could take care of my mother. You want to give me extra? That's okay. But don't depend on a man to take care of you. And that's what I taught my daughters. You don't depend on a man to take care of you because you know what? You chose to be a mother. You need to be responsible. You need to be responsible. And if that man were babies down, you need to do for your kids.
Period.
Period. Whether
Absolutely.
there's a lot of deadbeat
But
dads.
but here's the thing. The thing is that I didn't raise, or I tried to raise my kids the way I was raised. But then you have to think, I'm 62 years old. I was born in the 50s. So we were brought up different. I mean, my mother looked at me and I just shut my mouth. Nowadays, these kids are looking, you look at their mother, or the kids are saying, you're doing too much. That would have been a cause of slap in the face. But kids are not, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Kids
Absolutely.
are not.
Kids are the way they are nowadays. You know why? Because the state, the government, the media, everybody got involved on how you should discipline your kids.
And if they mind their business and let us do what we need to do to take care of our kids, then the judge won't be saying, if your mama didn't whip your ass, and that timeout shit, because that timeout shit don't work for, and I don't mean when I say colored people, I mean colored like in Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican. It don't work for Latinos. We whip ass and then talk later. You know what I mean? Because we're
Yes,
old
indeed.
school. But I mean, hey, you got good people out there, and the only thing that I could say is the women have to really choose the type of men that they want to have involved in their life with them and their children. Don't just pick a man because you want somebody to lay with, or because he's doing that and he's doing this. Because that's not going to work.
Right there.
Absolutely.
Women nowadays feel they can't do nothing unless they got a man up under them.
I've been single for a long time. I worked 2 jobs for many years. I just bought a home, and I did it by myself. I didn't have no man signing no deed. I don't have no man paying my mortgage. But if I did it. But if you know something, give my phone number. No, I'm just kidding. The number is 40. No, I'm just kidding. What's your number? No, I'm just kidding. But women just got to do it on their own and not depend on nobody.
You know
but
what?
if they have a man and a good man and they have respect in the household and there's no other person that's going to, reprimand or talk to their children, then yeah, you got to let that man do it. You got to step back. You got to let that man teach your son how to be a man.
Absolutely.
But you know what?
What's your geographic location? Where y'all located?
Tempe.
I live in Phoenix, but I'm at her house, so I'm in Tempe right now.
Okay. Hey,
Arizona.
I got some family out there in Arizona. I love Arizona.
Oh, you like the 115 degrees? We're in Arizona.
I ain't worried about that. I was just in Phoenix in October, and it was still like 100 degrees outside. So
just tell me the cross streets.
Oh, like you know.
I might.
I was in Mesa, Arizona. I don't know the exact street.
Okay, I don't know Mesa, but I'm saying like if you said Baseline and this street, then I probably could know. But
I was in Phoenix too, but I was in Mesa most of the time.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I'm a little bit familiar with Arizona, not too much, but a little bit.
Where you at now?
Huh? Oh, I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, I lived in North Carolina for 4 years.
You got far away from it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I sure did. Well, I was married to, and I had to leave his ass real quick, and then we moved to back to California. I'm originally from New York, and then I moved out to Arizona.
I can hear the New York.
Yeah,
I can hear the New York in your voice.
Absolutely, baby. That's boogie down Bronx, baby. Boogie down Bronx.
See, I was like, she sound like she from New York, but I don't want to like assume anything. So I was like, okay, but I was like, I definitely hear New York. I heard New York somewhere.
Absolutely, honey. I don't like Arizona, but it is what it is. But it's all right. I don't like the heat. It's too hot.
Don't nobody like the heat.
Not when it's 113, 125 degrees.
Well, when I went there in August, on my dashboard it said 131 degrees outside. So
you look at 131 degrees in Mesa. That's crazy.
We was outside playing basketball, and I could barely see outside because it was so hot outside.
If I were you on that 137 degrees, I would have taken an egg and fried it on the cement and see if I would have tested to see if the egg would have cooked on the cement. It was so hot.
I believe it would have. I thought
with some butter.
I thought my car was gonna overheat because it was so hot. My car ain't used to being in that type of heat.
Excuse me. Yeah, I know it's terrible out here. It's just too hot.
I don't know why the fuck we moved here. Sorry.
Puerto Ricans, we're crazy. You know what I mean? But we cool. We just say what's on our minds. But there's a lot of people on here. You don't want to.
I'm sorry. Well, they got offended.
It ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it. This is unedited raw footage right here.
Oh, okay. Well, goddamn shit. Now you fucking tell me.
It's unedited raw footage right here. We give it to you straight.
That's how it should be.
I'm just kidding.
That's how they should talk on the news. You know what the
fuck
happened
they can't talk like that on it. She's saying that the newscasters just say, "Well, damn, I just wanted to let you know that it's 113 degrees out here in Arizona."
Right.
And this jerk who goddamn got into a car accident because he didn't have his fucking lights on.
Exactly.
It don't work like that.
If only we could speak like that.
I know, right? Well, you just did.
but
this is a battle, so
yeah.
Well, I definitely thank y'all for putting y'all's input. Definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely gave me some good insights on our topic for tonight. So we definitely appreciate you.
No problem. And I just want to say no offense to any of the young women that are out there doing it. I mean, kudos to you. You know what? Just be strong. Just know that God put us here and he gave us a journey that we have to walk. and you're going to get to where you need to get to. Just be strong and remember, you could do it on your own. If I could at 63, shit, damn it, you could too.
Hell yeah. Amen.
Absolutely.
So God bless you guys all, and thank you for allowing me to speak. This is the first time I ever did anything like this, but
Really?
it was very interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We mostly it's this panel is let's have a conversation, and we normally be on every Sunday around this time. But today we just postponed it. We postponed it to today because yesterday was Father's Day.
Oh,
And
yeah, right. Are you a
and
father?
I am.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
No
And
worries.
me and my brother, we was very busy yesterday dealing
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Father's Day shenanigans. So
Yeah, I heard that.
today for the day.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well,
So
you know
does
what?
he talk
Enjoy
about
your
anything?
father.
Does he talk about anything and everything?
Do you talk about everything and anything?
Just about, yeah. We have a
Just
different top. We have a different topic every Sunday.
every Sunday, a different topic.
What
I'm
time?
gonna at this time. What time? At 5?
Right. It's normally around 7 or 8. Around 7 or 8, we have different topics on Sundays.
7 or 8 your time?
Yep. So it'll be 5
It'll
your
be,
time.
yeah, okay, 5.
Either 4.
North Carolina.
No, if it's
No,
7,
it's
if it's
7,
8
it's
o'clock,
6 o'clock. 5,
3-hour
6.
difference.
No, because the
Yeah,
time.
it's a
It's 3
3 hour difference.
hours.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 hours different.
Right
Well,
now it's
I'm gonna follow you because I just happened to see it on. I was looking on my phone, happened to see it, and I clicked it on to see what was going on. And perfect topic, very perfect topic. I love what you're doing. I mean, for everybody to voice their opinion is great because sometimes we can't. You know what I mean? People don't listen or understand. But I'm definitely gonna follow you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will
Yeah.
follow back, and like I
Okay.
said, I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in tonight.
No problem. Thank you. And you have a nice evening and God bless you and be safe.
All right, thank you. You too.
Okay, baby.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I don't know how to cancel. I don't know. I say leave.
Definitely, I love that. That was great. Love that insight. Does anybody else want to get on tonight? Because I would love to hear from somebody else. Let's see here. See if I can invite somebody else on the live. See if it accepted right quick. Yo, bro.
Yeah, man. So I definitely agree a lot with what Yvonne said. I definitely agree, and I agree that you should discipline the child in the correct manner. Not we don't want to deal with anybody abusive.
Absolutely.
Definitely not healthy for the family or the child, mentally and physically. Um, I wanted to add on to it a little bit and say that if because in most cases from what I've seen and me doing my research and talking to different people, man, and getting their conclusion about it, um, it it seems that whenever you run across the single mom that doesn't want you to discipline the children, it always seems like a disadvantage to the guy who's you know willing to be the stepfather and soon to be husband. It always seems like a disadvantage with them. Do y'all agree that it does, being that it's the child is someone else's and another man's investment? Do y'all agree that it is? It puts the guy that's trying to be the stepfather at a disadvantage. Yeah, at a disadvantage. I mean, because if the stepfather cannot discipline the child, and the guy still wants to be with you, wouldn't it allow or make for room for the child to be able to play off each parent? I mean, because I've seen a lot of relationships go south like that. You know
Yes,
what I mean? Like from
absolutely.
playing out the parent, and then the guy that's that's playing stepfather's like, yo, what's up? Because I can't discipline the child. Then on top of that, if I try to tell him something, he comes to you, and you just go along with everything the child says. What's y'all take on that? How y'all feel about that? Does it put the stepfather at a disadvantage? If the woman does not allow the man to discipline the child, do y'all feel that way or no? Let me know.
Yeah. Trying to get some more people in here. Hold on for a second. Cause this is definitely a great topic, and I would like some more ladies to get in on this. Yeah, she really gave some good insights, bro. For sure.
Huh?
She really gave some good insights, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Come on now. Then let's see. All right, bro. Let me I'm gonna get Nia on live. Hold on for 1 second. Drop off right quick, and then we're gonna do her take on it.
All right.
All right, let's see here. Yo,
Hi.
what up, sis?
What you doing?
Just let's have a conversation day.
Let's have a conversation. What you doing?
Haha. So today's topic is single mothers. Are you looking for a stepfather or a husband? Give
Stepfathers
me
are temporary.
okay.
In my opinion, stepfathers are temporary. I feel as if I'm looking for a husband, then then that's a 2-in-1.
Okay.
You already have one open, sir.
All right. Let me ask you this: would somebody that you were talking to that's not your child's father, would you allow him to discipline your child?
To a certain extent.
Okay, what's that certain extent? Give me that.
Um, as far as verbal discipline, yes. As far as physical discipline, no.
Okay, why not physical discipline?
I mean, I just
If
feel
the
as
child,
if
if the child
everybody.
is if the child is totally in the wrong, why would you feel like the child somebody that's your husband? Why would you feel like he wouldn't be able to discipline your child?
Hmm, that's hard because I was disciplined, so I can't say that.
Okay,
So I can't say that. I can't say that it's a no go, but it's a certain limit to it all.
okay, okay, but okay, what's that limit though? You got to elaborate on that. What's that limit?
Yes, yes. Okay, hold on. Okay. You said what is the limit?
Yeah, what is that limit? So basically, your son, he acting out. I mean, like terribly. He acting out and showing off in front of everybody. Your husband, not the child's father,
Hmm.
your husband, aka the stepfather as well, uh, you know what I'm saying, he sees the child acting out in a horrible way, and you know what I'm saying, it's basically it's time to discipline the child. So is he allowed to do that?
Yes. I can't say no. I really can't say no to that. Only because of how I was raised. So I really can't say no to that.
Okay. That's
But at the
that's
end of the day, I'm not looking for a stepfather. I'm looking for somebody who's going to eventually help in the long run on both ends.
and that would be your husband, correct?
Yep.
So you do agree that your husband should have the privileges of
Discipline.
disciplining your child,
Mhm.
correct?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear from a modern woman. I wanted I wanted to hear from a modern woman. Would that be acceptable for your husband to be able to discipline your
And your
child
child.
if it, you know what I'm saying, if it needs to be? And we're not talking about any type of abuse, you know what I'm saying, nothing like
Yeah.
that. We talking about, your child is way out of line, and he needs his tail whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what we're talking about here.
Yep. If he's totally out of line, I would expect it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What y'all doing?
Nothing. Sitting in front of the house. Can you
Oh,
stop? Say hey to Uncle Taz. Hey, Uncle Taz.
what's up, nephew?
Got a handful of suckers.
I know it. Well, I definitely thank you for your take, and
Um,
I'm gonna try to get somebody else on here because I know a lot of people really been they've really been waiting for this topic, man. So
yeah, definitely.
I was I think I struck a nerve with this topic, so I definitely want to
I
try to
don't
get.
think it's. I don't think it's a nerve striking topic. I really just think some people are totally different. Everybody is not the same.
Okay.
Everybody wouldn't expect for the husband to do that, but at the end of the day, if that's somebody that you're going to be with, you should allow
Hmm.
it to a certain extent. I mean, at the
See,
end of the
you
day,
keep putting
that's technically
you
like a
keep
role
putting that
model.
certain extent on the end.
Cause, uh,
You keep adding that certain extent. If he your husband, why shouldn't he be able to discipline your child? Not like I said, not in no abusive way, but you know what I'm saying, to be able
yeah,
to, you know what I'm saying, because your child definitely needs to have that type of father figure at home, and you got to show him that type of respect. You know what I'm saying, in the household. If you let your child get away with things in front of the man, your child is gonna feel like he can run over top of it.
yeah, that's true, and that's not acceptable.
Are we on
Live.
okay, what ask me.
Okay. Oh yeah. This is who I wanted to talk to. Yes, ma'am. How you
Ask mom what you
how,
want to know.
how you doing, baby?
He said, "How you doing?"
I'm good. Can you add me on the line?
Yeah, I'm gonna add you on the live. You gotta get in the room.
I'll get in the room. What I gotta do?
What's
Just go
your Instagram?
and click on the live. That
Get in the room. What I gotta do?
Yep.
All right, go to the call.
And I'll talk to you later, Nia.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh man. Just wait for the join. It's time to go inside for a sec, so y'all can actually see. Uh, let's see. Hey,
Hey, darling.
hey, Google, turn on light.
Hey, Google, crank my car.
Yes, ma'am. You are now on live with T.
Wow,
Jordan. How is your day today?
it's been great. Very productive.
Very productive. I'm glad to hear that. So, the topic for today, single mothers, are you looking for a stepfather or a husband? Give me your take on that.
Hold on, because
We
your
we going.
uh, hold on just a minute. Your brother just interrupted our line.
This guy.
Okay, so the topic is
Single mother, are you looking for a stepfather or a husband? What's your take on that?
well, it depends on where you are in your journey.
Okay.
If you in that place where you just looking for somebody to fill that place,
Okay.
then they would probably say, I'm just looking for a stepfather. But
Oh,
if you're in that part of your journey where you want stability, you want to be more grounded, you want to accomplish some things, I would hope that they would say a husband.
okay. And this is the take that me and my brother want
Now,
to have.
being that I am a single mother,
Okay.
um, I really had to go through um, I had to go through the process of getting Nina back, because
Yeah.
in life, we go through so many things. Some things that we choose through the choices that we make, but some things are beyond our control, and you have to go through that process of just finding yourself again. And now that I've found myself again,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not really attached to my pain body anymore, because see, when you're in your pain body, you say some crazy stuff
Absolutely.
like, I don't want a man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nobody in my life. All men is terrible. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no good men. You say stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at a different place in my life now, and because I love God and my main purpose in life now is to please Him, then I would say that I would want a husband again.
Okay.
Because for one, I enjoyed being married. I enjoyed the coming together, because let me tell you something, I don't care what nobody say, two is better than one.
Absolutely.
um so, and plus I'm a single mother again,
Okay.
so having that husband, which would be a stepfather, would actually be a win-win situation.
Okay.
But you got to be careful what you choose or what you accept,
Okay. So let,
because
let
as
me
women, we don't go out choosing. We accept. The man is the one that chooses. If you're going somewhere and choosing somebody, you out of order. pick up your pieces and get in order, and
Okay.
let that man find you.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. What else you want to ask me?
So,
Because I think this is a 2-part, 3-4 part series.
oh yeah, it is. um, Now let me ask you this:
Okay.
if Zoe was out of line, would uh your husband, would he be able to discipline him if he was if he was out of line, like completely out of line, you know what I'm saying, talking trash, all that types of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to your face, to his face, all that.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
straight
Absolutely.
embarrassing you in front of, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Would he be able to discipline him like like a father you know what I'm saying would do? Would he have that respect from you to be able to discipline your child?
Absolutely. Um, before my husband Brian passed, Brian came into my life when I had 2 other kids,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It was a struggle because there was a gap, and there was a drop in communication. And at first I had that mindset that, you know what, these are my kids. That's just the protective mother in me.
Mm-hmm.
These are my kids, and I don't want you to say anything to them. Let
Okay.
me handle them. But then I had to learn over the years that there is some things a mother cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
That testosterone is needed
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not a man. I don't know what it's like to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
I need that male figure to step in, and especially with discipline. Moms, we're so easygoing, and our hearts are so into our kids that sometimes when we discipline softly.
Okay.
But it's just something about a man's voice, where kids respect so much more. So I think it's needed, and absolutely, that would be a yes for me.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of modern women, they don't give somebody they're involved with that opportunity, that enough respect to allow them to discipline their child that they had in a previous relationship. And I feel like that becomes a disconnect towards them, because I feel like the man is not feel like he's not respected enough to be able to, you know what I'm saying, discipline the child. You want the man to provide like, you know, food and shelter and all of that for the child, but when the child is out of line, he's not able to discipline them. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's not right. That
And you know what? All of that comes from lack of communication. Now, I've always had this thing with allow our kids to have a voice. And what I
Mhm.
mean by that is we don't allow them to express their true feelings. We want to shut them down because we don't agree with what they're saying. Well, at the end of the day, you might not agree with them, but you still have to respect how they feel. And that's
Mhm.
whether it's a man and a woman, or you and your children, or whatever. It still has to be a level of respect where you respect how a person feels. It don't have to be your truth, but guess what? At the end of the day, it is their truth. That's how they feel. Okay, what are we gonna do about the situation now that we got this stuff on the table? It all go back to communication.
Mhm.
And if you have that level of communication, it should not be anything that you and your husband, the stepdad, and the children. It shouldn't be nothing that you can't sit down and talk about.
Absolutely.
Because kids don't have to like how we parent.
I
I haven't liked the way my parents have parented because they kept sending me back and forth to each other. Okay, let me make the decision. Since y'all can't make it, I want to go out. Why do I have to go ask him when I'm asking you? And then you say, well, what did he say? And then he say, well, what did she say? Well, let me make the decision. So, I mean, we don't have to agree with how our parents parenting. But at the end of the day, we have to respect the fact that they're making the best decision for the betterment of your life.
absolutely.
Until you're old enough to make your own decisions and get on your own.
Absolutely.
What else? Next question.
Well, let's see here. Let me see, bro. You still in here? I know you might have another question that you want to ask. Drop it in the chat, the comments. Let's see here. Yeah.
But you know what I want to address? I want to address this thing with single mothers and their baby daddy situation. I want to address that for a minute because, you know, it bothers me, and this is not really getting off the subject because some kind of way we're going to make this cake and we're going to bake it. But it bothers me that these young women do not allow good men to be the fathers that they desire to be because of the hurt or disappointment that they incurred during the relationship. Well, even though the relationship is dissolved, that baby still have to be taken care of. And there again, somewhere somebody dropped the ball in communication, because the most important thing should be the betterment of our child. It has nothing to do with what happened between us 15 years ago. That's done, over with. I've moved on with my life. You may have moved on with yours, but at the end of the day, we still have a son or a daughter to raise. Listen, young ladies, let these fathers be a father to these children.
Absolutely.
They didn't ask to come here. And you're not the judge to make decisions on when they can see him. Oh, you can't have them with him, or you can't have them with her. Stop that nonsense. Stop hurting your children. Let these fathers and mothers be what they supposed to be to these children.
Absolutely.
Here's
I think mine broke up. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties, Mom. She well, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put on the next person, and that's what we're gonna go with. Hold on for 1 second. Let's see here. Cause I'm having a little difficulty. Let's see here.
Hello.
Hey. Oh dang. Hold on right quick. She clicked the wrong button. Hold on for a second. Clicked the wrong button. Let's see here.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can now. Clicked off of it.
Okay.
Good
How
afternoon.
are you?
Good afternoon.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Okay. So how much into this topic have you gotten? Because I think I was losing signal or something like that. I don't know.
I've been asking the same question to everybody that's been coming on, and everybody's got some great takes on it. I've been loving the answers that I've been hearing, and we just basically I want to hear your take because you you was one of the main people that messaged me earlier. Speak that you have. So single mothers, are you looking for a stepfather or a husband?
Well, in my opinion, they go one and the same. Because I think as a single mother, if you're dating, I can't see it. If you're dating somebody or whatever, and you think that it may actually go into something serious, at some point they're gonna have to accept the children as well. So it's not like you can just get a husband without getting a stepfather. It goes hand in hand. They gotta accept you with everything that comes with you.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. Because you know your children are older now, and involved with someone, it being your husband, it's allowed to discipline your child if your child is out of line. Hmm?
Well,
Hmm?
with that part,
Hmm?
I don't know. I mean, it's a respect factor thing. I don't know as far as like, I guess as time progresses in the marriage, that will be discussed and that already, that line already been discussed. But I don't think like early on it should be something that's like, okay, I'm just gonna be disciplining your child.
Okay.
No, that's just
Well,
not like an understanding.
shouldn't something to that degree, shouldn't that be discussed even before the marriage?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and I think, a lot of people don't just jump into marriage. It takes months, maybe years or whatever. So over the course of that time, then there's that certain level of respect is given, or is you know what I'm saying? It's just it's not like you just come in whooping upon children. No, but if y'all gonna live in the same household, he paying bills, you paying bills, this is a family, it's the certain level of understanding that goes into that to where I'm gonna discipline. No, I'm not gonna be beating on your child. It's not gonna be,
And
to
when
that extent.
Yeah, and what we talking about discipline, we talking about when they totally out of line, they disrespecting you, they disrespecting the man, they disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, everything by just, you know what I'm saying, running off at the mouth and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, are they allowed to discipline your child? Because, you know what I'm saying, my thing is this, uh, it's like a respect factor. If a child is supposed to, you know what I'm saying, if the man is providing for the household. I mean, he's paying bills. I mean, he's putting food on the table, not only for you, but the child, himself, all of that. Shouldn't he be granted that respect? to be able to discipline your child. And like I said, we're not talking about no abusive stuff. Uh,
Hmm.
about when the child is out of line, shouldn't be he basically automatically be granted that level of respect to be able to discipline your child if your child needs it.
Absolutely. I think so. Yeah. But like I guess I don't know. Like you threw that little discipline thing in there. I don't mean hold on, wait a minute. And somebody's question was, did it have to wait until marriage for
Yeah,
discipline? I don't think so. But like
that,
I said, like when it comes to dating, there's a time, you know what I'm saying? And during that time, they establish a relationship with your children as well as you. So there's an understanding that if he or she is out of line, then I can correct them to a certain extent. But that also has to be discussed with the other parent, because you're gonna have the instances where they may discipline them and go back and tell the other parent, "Hey, look, such and such hitting on me." You don't
so
want.
what if that parent is not in the child's life?
Well, then that's a situation that doesn't need to be. That person will be coming in and taking the place of that absent parent. So
Hmm.
that wouldn't even be an issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I don't think a husband and a stepdad is two separate. Like you said, are you single mothers looking for a husband or a stepdad? It's not a separation of the two. You can't.
and hold on. Okay, this is another question that my brother put out there. Is the man at a disadvantage when he is unable to discipline a child that is not biologically his?
I think so, because that child is gonna be like, within the situation, it's like, I don't fear you. You can't do anything to me. You're not my dad. That kind of thing. So I think when you put those parameters on it where they can't discipline to a certain extent, they're not gonna respect that person. So
Hmm.
it's just like when you're absent, that child is gonna feel like they can do anything to that person because, oh well, you're not my mom, you're not my daddy, so you can't tell me what to do.
And
Or
see, that's what we're talking about as far as that level of respect that you should be able to give your husband or stepfather, uh, that you should be able to give to him to allow him to be able to discipline that child. That way, that child won't act out like that.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, that's a part of building a relationship with the child. I mean, oh yeah. All that does go hand in hand, and it does, I guess it'll be per circumstance, because if the absent parent is actually really present or whatever, that's a whole different entity. So I'm not exactly, and I guess like I said, it depends on the extent of the discipline, because I don't know how I feel about
See,
that.
that's what we're about right there. That's exactly.
I guess I'm going back and forth because I don't really know how I feel about that. Like I don't know. Respect, yeah, but
Well,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? A certain level of, like, you know what I'm saying, discipline. Like I said, we're not talking about straight belt
It's
to the
just
we,
correcting it,
yeah, we ain't talking about straight belt to the back. That's what we got back in the day. I know that's what I got in it.
switches, a fly swatter, shoes, anything.
Yeah, like, and you know what I'm saying? Uh my mom, she gave the respect to my stepdad to do that to me if I was out of line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, no, you my child. Nah, it won't never happen like that. It won't
Yeah.
never happen like that. She gave him the respect to do that
Right.
to me. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa with my sister as well. Like, I mean, that's how I was, but um we just talking about, like, just giving that man, making him feel like a man in his own house, especially a house that he's providing for. He's putting food in the child's stomach. He's providing clothes. He's a shelter, a roof over the child's head. All of those things, and then for you to be able to tell him, well, nah, just let me do all the discipline. I don't want you to whoop my child.
Right.
That's that.
That's
That's just
okay.
it's not acceptable to me for he has to do all these other things, But when it comes to discipline a child, you're not giving him that same respect. You're giving him all that respect to doing those other things. Why you can't give him respect to discipline the child when the child is acting right? I mean, the child is, got a temper tantrum on the floor, or you telling him to stop numerous of times and he continuing to do it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. When a child knows what he's doing or she's doing and it's continuing to happen, and all you doing is just saying, stop that, stop, don't do that, stop. All that stuff is unnecessary. That's the point of time that we're talking about. It's time to discipline the child so the child will know and have that level of respect to the parents. You don't need to keep doing it.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so that's basically what we going over. Just having that level of respect for your husband or significant other, or whatever, that he's able to actually be the man in his own household.
Right.
And he doesn't have to be at a disadvantage. Like my brother said, a man a man or a woman, they should not be at a disadvantage in their household.
Right.
If he, especially a household that you putting food on the table, you bills and all that type of stuff, you shouldn't have no type of disadvantage whatsoever in your own household. It's enough disadvantages out here in the world that we have to deal with on a consistent basis 24/7.
Right.
So that's the thing that we're talking about.
Right.
And I see we got another question in here, but is he stepping up to the plate? Is he showing that he is taking up the role of a father in the child's life? Well, what do you actually mean by that? Because if he's putting food on the table, he's paying most of the bills. If he's putting, you know what I'm saying, getting the kids clothes and shoes and toys and all that types of stuff, I believe that he is taking up the role of the father. Somebody that's doing all of those things. And if he's not doing all of those things, even if he's just putting a roof over the child's head and he's putting food on the table and all of those stuff, all of that other stuff, he should still have the level of respect as he's doing that.
I think what I'm not sure if she wants to elaborate, but I think what she's trying to say is all that stuff is kind of like a given if he's doing what he's supposed to do as a man. Most of the time, they want all the perks that come along with being a man, but you still have to tell them how to be one, or what to do right, or what they aren't doing right, or what they need to do more of. But they want to accept certain parts, but not all. And that's okay. Yeah. So, but you could add her in, because I'm about to get up out here and study or whatever, because I'm already looking busted from studying. But thank you for getting my take on it or whatever.
Hey, thank you.
Kind of helpful, but you should have threw the discipline part in there so I could prepare myself. I wasn't prepared for that.
See, that's the thing. We throwing loops. We throw loops.
I see that.
Loops. Like I said, open channel, unedited, raw footage. You know, we get straight to the point. But I definitely keep tuning in, because I know you got to do a lot of studying and everything. And
I appreciate that.
And I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right. Take care of yourself.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see here. I got you next, Sin. Yeah, because I really want to hear what you got to say. Let's see here. Hold on, bro. Hold on. see here. Hold on. Hold on, Sam. Hold on for one moment. Bro, get in there right quick. Oh, bro, you gotta accept. You gotta accept it, man. Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, Mike Guy? Hey, look, I really want what's her name, Sinhara. I really want her to elaborate on that because I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, and I don't mean this in an arrogant, boastful way, but single mothers, you should be very appreciative when a man who is not the biological father of your children steps up to the plate and actually decides to take care of your children. That is not his investment. He doesn't have to do it. You should be very joyous at the fact that he's even stepping up to do that. So I need you to elaborate because some women are thinking, and we want to get into the standard part of it because women have these standards of men, right,
Mm-hmm.
that change very often. And we need to figure out those standards because they change very often. Men consist of protectiveness, order, and structure. That is the role of a man. Those are the things that he provides. So I need Sinhara to elaborate on that because she's saying it's more than putting food on the table. It's more than buying clothes for this child. We need to know what you mean because honestly, single mothers should be joyous at the fact that guys are stepping up to take care of a child that is not his and actually want to do it.
Cause it's not a easy task by no standards.
It's not. And see, that's where the man that's stepping up to do it, because I am the guy that's doing that. That guy should be praised for that. Because I'm gonna be real with you. There's a lot of men out there that's saying, "Oh man, she got 2 kids, man. I'm not finna. No, that's more money out of my pocket. Nah, let somebody else deal with their headache." There's guys that's thinking like that, and you gotta understand that.
There are guys that's thinking like that. How value men think like that all the time.
Yes, there are men that are thinking like that, and then the woman sits around and says, "Well, I can't get a man." Well, I mean, you got 2 kids, you got 3 kids. It kind of lowers your value. Guys look at stuff like that. So when you begin to understand how a man thinks when it comes to choosing his mate or his partner, you got to take into consideration also too. So that man should be praised for even stepping up to the plate and taking care of the kids, that the guy that you decided to lay down with and give the most honorable prize to. You should be joyous towards that stepfather, that guy that wants to take care of your kids. So
absolutely, because you're supposed to, and that's what we was talking about, like giving him that level of respect, to do, you know what I'm saying, be that child's stepfather, and you know what I'm saying, to be a husband towards you, giving him that level of respect. That way, if he needs to discipline your child, he should, you know what I'm saying, have that. You should give him that level of respect to be able to do that.
Right. Because it's a lot of women that say stuff like that will be the ones that won't allow you to discipline their children, and then you're going back and forth and then you're back to square one again. So
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Hey, we got a question for you down at the end, at the bottom, bro.
By ambitious love,
Yes.
that lowers your value. Why? Especially if you're not looking for someone to come in and take care of you and your kids, be in addition to your life and add to you. I mean, if you're not looking for anybody, you're not. But I'm just saying, from the male perspective, that's how a lot of males view you. They don't want to deal with the headache, or if it may even be a headache to them. So if you're not looking, then that's fine. But I'm just giving you the male perspective on how a lot of these guys think. A lot of these guys, like I said, give praise to the one that's stepping in and help actually taking care of your kids, whether you wanted to or not.
Absolutely.
But you know, it just lowers your value, because when guys see a woman with a whole lot of kids and no father, and then if they have different fathers, they look at that as, okay, what's going on with her? What's wrong with her? Why she can't keep a man? Why she got all these different baby daddies? That's how guys look at it. I mean, whether you agree with whether it's wrong or right, it's reality, and that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with reality.
Yeah. And to add to that, you know, most men, when they looking at for a woman, they, you know what I'm saying, they look at how many kids that you have, and then they also looking at your age. Like, you know,
Yes.
women that are over 30 and they have multiple kids, men wonder those things that you were just talking about. They like, okay, you have multiple kids and you're over age of 30. Why are you not married, or why you don't have anybody? Why are you single? Basically.
Right. I mean, exactly, and it just that's just the perspective. That's how men think. When and you got a lot of men. They don't mind if a woman has one child, maybe even two. Like I said, I went into my marriage with my wife, and she already had two kids. So don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. You got guys out there that are willing to take up all that responsibility because they love you and they genuinely love your kids.
Absolutely.
We know that's a given. That comes with that. But what I'm saying is, the man that has put forth the effort to take care of your children, I don't give a damn if it ain't nothing but putting a roof over their head. That's something that the biological father is not doing. He's not there. He's absent.
Absolutely.
So that's all that I'm saying, man. It's just that I'm real passionate about when average guys that are doing their best, and then someone comes along and says, "Well, that's not enough." To me, that was like saying that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what more can I do? Of course, I'm gonna be there for the child emotionally. Like I said, all the feeding, the clothes, the shelter, all that, the protectiveness. I'm gonna teach them order, discipline. Yeah. All that's gonna be in place. All that's gonna be there. But it's just when people say stuff like that, it's like saying it's not enough, man.
Yeah.
We get that credit, bro. Because like I said, they're not. the absent father is not doing that.
And we got another one before you get off, so I can get Cynthia on here. She said it would be different if men came with all their ish together, but most of the time they don't. That's what I meant by you add to each other.
So those guys that don't have everything together, it's a choice. You can help that man get his stuff together. I mean, not saying like come in and take a, but you can build with the man. You can build with him or not. You can leave him alone and say, hey, nah, I choose not to. I'd rather get with somebody that does have his stuff together. Those are the choices that you have. But whoever it is, if they're doing the best that they can do, and you see that, and they're trying to become a better person, and they are working, and they are trying to have things and create a better life for you and your family, stick with that man. Stick with him.
Absolutely.
Stick with them, because a lot of them guys get pushed to the side, bro. I know.
I know too.
A lot of them guys get pushed to the side, bro.
Absolutely. And then Cynthia, she elaborated on what she was saying. She said she agrees with all you saying. The first thing you said was about protecting, and then she was like, when she said needs to step up to the plate. It's just not about putting food on the table, or their clothes, but also just the emotional part as well, being there for the kids emotionally as well.
Yeah, that's a fact. You do need to be there, because look, it is scientifically proven that if a mother and a father is not in a household, it plays an effect on a child's mental. So whether it be the biological father or stepfather, they both need to be in the household. They both have qualities that the child needs. You know, with the mother as far as the nurturing and the love and the care, the father with the structure, order, and protectiveness. They need all of that instilled in them. So yes, the father does need to be there emotionally for that child. That father should be there to listen to that child. %100%.
Absolutely. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put Cynthia on. I want to give her take on this, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna wrap it up for Instagram. Take us off of this thing.
Okay.
All right, hold on for 1 second. And yeah. Hey,
Hello.
¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú? You got me here. You see, this is a hot topic.
Oh yeah, this hot. This real hot.
All I'm saying is I get it of the level of respect, but I feel like any single woman that has kids that is dating someone that doesn't have kids, or, someone that's joining their life, is going to have to be somebody that's willing to just take the whole package, right? Yes, I get it about the level of respect because he's providing for them, but the emotional part, that's what I mean. It's not just about putting clothes on their back or having a roof over their head. Is what are you doing for the kid? Are you pouring into their life? You know what I mean? Because how can you discipline someone and you're not pouring into their life?
What do you mean by pouring into their life?
Like, show them what life, whatever. Let's say their biological father's not there, or if they are there, what else are you adding to the child's life? Are you teaching them anything? Because I've seen it where there's men that come onto people's life that are not respect for the child to do what they want them to do. You know what I mean? So it's not just about, yes, I appreciate you putting a roof over my kids, or being there paying for the bills, but are you pouring into my child's life? Are you showing them how to be a real man, or are you showing her how you should be treated by a man?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But let me ask you this though: are you giving the man respect to do all those things?
Absolutely. No, I agree in that with I can't remember his name, but your brother that came in. I agree in that. I mean, if you are joining the family, right? You're joining what she already got going on. It's her and her 2 kids, or her and 1 child. and you are providing for them, yeah, there is some level of respect, but there has to be a mutual understanding that, hey, you're coming into my life, I'm coming into yours, you're accepting me with my whole package. So just like the young lady that was here before me,
Mhm.
it's about, are you willing to, yes, I'm looking for a husband, but also someone that can be there for my kids, right? Whether their dad is present or not. You know, you cannot, me personally, I feel like you cannot marry someone just to be a husband if you have kids. You
Okay.
have a, you know, you don't just come by yourself. It's you and, I mean, however, how many kids you have.
Okay. And I'm gonna throw a bomb on you. 'Cause this happened in my life. I'm gonna throw a bomb in there. But before I do that, I'm gonna tell you my brother's question. He said, "What is your definition of a real man?"
To me, a definition of a real man, first of all, he's God fearing, right? He believes
Okay.
in, a real man is someone that's gonna be there to protect. Yes, he's there physically, right? The protector. He's there to not provide, but he's there to support you emotionally. You know, I don't want, you know, you, for my husband, he knows this, and he probably wants he knows that I'm not just with him because he provides or he's putting a roof over my head, but I'm with him because he's supporting emotionally. He is there to pour into my life like I'm pouring into his. Like we're growing together. You know, like whatever I'm lacking into, he's probably the, you know, has to strengthen it or vice versa. So someone that's able to accept the wrongs and the truths, and you know, someone that that is able, that is open to listen to what we got to say to one another.
Okay. So that's just okay. I'm gonna throw the bomb in there
Go for it.
because it definitely ties into this conversation.
Okay.
When I was younger, I was told because at a certain point in time, I didn't like my stepfather. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, he was very mean, you know what I'm saying, didn't, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't, I just didn't like him, you know what I'm saying, we butted heads a whole lot. And what was told to me is that's, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna side with my husband because that's my husband. Granted, that I came before the husband. So, you know what I'm saying, as a child, uh, you hurt by, you know what I'm saying, hearing those type of things come from somebody that, you know what I'm saying, but at that point in time I did not know, you know what I'm saying, I didn't understand none of that. I'm thinking like, dang, that's messed up. That's effed up right there, you know what I'm saying? For, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to say that, and you like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying, what about me?
Right.
Young child, that was told to me. I get where she was coming from now. You know what I'm saying? Not the fact that I'm, you know what I'm saying, married or anything like that, because I haven't experienced marriage yet, but just doing a whole lot of research and studying and certain stuff like that, I understand why she said that, because the husband does supposed to come before the kids. The husband is supposed to, even if the child is beforehand, the husband is supposed to come first, because that the husband is the head of the household. You're supposed to respect the husband, and the husband is supposed to respect you. But when you throw kids into the mix, well, when you become, if let's say the man is a stepfather, of course the kids is going to come into the mix. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to respect that man to be able to discipline your child. And anything that he says, I'm not saying it should go or like that, but it definitely shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, mocked or anything like that. You shouldn't, especially in front of the child, because if you do that in front of the child, then they're gonna think that they can do anything.
Right. No, I agree on that. And actually, as you were saying that, I was just thinking that I feel like if you don't agree as a mother, if you don't agree what your husband is doing with your child, then you should take that somewhere else. You know what I mean? Between you and your husband. It
Absolutely.
should be brought up to your kids. Because yes, I believe that there should be some level of respect between your husband and your kids, because that's who you chose to marry. That's who you chose to be with for the rest of your life. So if there's something you're not agreeing with, then you need to speak about it. You know, communication is very, very important, but I don't believe that it should be done in front of the kids.
Absolutely. And that was told to me at a very young age. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my husband, and you need to respect him, and I respect him. That was put into me early. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like I said, when I was young, you know what I'm saying, I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, I was here before him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
I
What
not mine. What?
I'm like, what you mean?
What you didn't like about him? Like what is it that, you know, was he there for you? Was he pouring into your life?
Not at the time, no.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where that's my line right there. Like
But
the
But all
yes,
I'm saying is, though, that didn't matter. That didn't matter at all. Like, my opinion didn't matter, like, at all. It was about, you know what I'm saying, it was about the husband, because, you know what I'm saying, even though I didn't like him when we were growing up, it didn't matter, because at the end of the day, I was supposed to respect him regardless. It's his household. I'm the one eating. I'm the one eating his food up. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one drinking his juice. I'm daggone running his bath, his water in his house.
right.
And
I
I'm
in this level of respect, I completely understand that part. It's just it's like, to me, it's like there should be no disrespect. I get it that you might not be close to the stepfather. You know what I mean? As a child, you're not close to your stepdad. Yes, they should be a level of respect. It's just that as a woman, you know, if I'm looking for a husband, I'm gonna make sure that he's pouring into, you know what I mean, into my child's life. I'm not just gonna marry somebody. And then this goes back to your initial question of, are you looking for a stepfather? Or are you looking for a husband?
Mhm.
It's both. You know what I mean? You don't just, if you have kids and you're looking for a husband, you need to make sure that that person is going to take you with your kids. And see, my husband had to be a fool on here in the chat.
But that's the thing that I was saying, though. Like, that none of that mattered. Like, my opinion didn't matter because I was a child.
Right.
That's the problem in today's society and in today's relationships. You let the child run
Oh,
everything.
that right there, no, I don't. The
Because
child run nothing. Like, you know, we're the adults and you got to listen. Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely, and that's like, in a lot of modern women, they feel like because I had the child in a previous relationship, like, that child doesn't have to say anything. I mean, that you can't say anything to my child. uh you can't discipline my child, all these other type of factors that they throw in there. But you want the man to provide for, you want the man to provide for not only you but the child, and you want him to pour into this child, but you won't even you won't give him the respect to discipline your child. That's not fair. You putting too much on the man, and you're not even giving him anything in return like that. Like, especially in like what bro said earlier, like, um if you have multiple kids from a previous relationship, or just one kid, um you really should feel great that another man wants to take on that responsibility to love and be in that child's life, because that's, you know what I'm saying, that's a big responsibility when you going into another child's life that's not yours at all. Like,
Absolutely. No, I agree on that. But I think it goes back to what we were saying. Like, yes, there's a level of respect, but initially, like, you're going to look for somebody that's going to love on your child, you know? But if you're not going to love on the, I mean, I think even there's a child, there's a level of respect in all areas, you know?
mm-hmm.
You
And
want
let's
to,
answer Nisha's question right quick. She says, "Do you feel that the child has an opinion?" Uh, I didn't have an opinion.
well, no, that's back in the day. That's past.
I didn't have an opinion.
Talk about, let's see now in your present. Does your baby have an opinion?
Does he have an opinion with what?
I'm just saying, like, when he gets older, like, you know what I mean? Right now, maybe he, you know, maybe he doesn't have now because he's young. He doesn't know better, right?
Okay.
But when he's older, in your case, when he gets to your age, you know what I mean? Does he have an opinion?
My son have opinion on what? What are we saying?
On what?
What is he gonna have an opinion on? Who I choose to marry? Are you saying that? Who I choose for him to be his stepmother?
Let your wife discipline your child.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Of course. If he acting out, he doing the wrong things, he not doing what he's supposed to be doing, is it if it's in school, just out streets and anything like that, she has every right to discipline him because he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get to him before she does. But you know what I'm saying? If I'm not there at that present moment, she does have that. Yeah. Let's answer another question. They can't just come in with the intent to pull reins and call all the shots. It's about understanding as parents and adults equally, period. Okay.
I mean, I with that. I don't think you know what I mean? It isn't from the beginning. I feel like before you even get married, you already had the discussion of what's gonna happen, right?
Of course.
Like get married and not talk about your kids before you say the I do's. But I feel like it has to be that mutual understanding. I don't think you should be expecting that as soon as you jump in, you know, you start this relationship or you getting to know this person and you know that that's who you want to be for the rest of your life, that you're gonna start, you know, calling shots. Right? I feel like it goes back to the communication between you and the person you're deciding to marry.
Okay. I mean, and yeah, I mean, everything is all about communication, but you also gotta listen, and you also gotta give a level of respect.
Correct.
That all plays in a part.
So, you know, because like I said, to me, before you said the I do's, right? You should already have some type of understanding of how the house was going to be ran, right?
Okay.
So what if she tells you that you can't discipline the child? What you gonna do?
What you mean?
What do you mean? I mean, what are you gonna do if she tells you can't discipline my child?
We having a conversation beforehand because, I mean, I'm not gonna allow a child to be disrespectful to me, to her, or anybody else. You gotta have some type of respect about yourself. And if she doesn't feel that I have the right to do that, then why am I even in your life? You know what I'm saying? Why am I even in your life? You're not giving me the level of respect that I deserve by providing, instilling stability in the home, also, you know what I'm saying, empowering my knowledge into your child that I don't necessarily have to do because I'm not the biological father. So you giving me all these other things that you want me to do, of the part of being a stepfather and a husband, but you're not allowing me to. You're not giving me the 100%. You're not allowing me to do the 100%, and that the part of that 100% is disciplining the child.
Right.
And so let's answer another question. Nisha said, "But is that toxic?" Yeah. I mean, it was very toxic for me growing up. I mean, I will agree to that. I mean, it was definitely toxic for me. Anybody that was around me during that time knew I had a terrible attitude all the time, and that played a part. Uh,
Witness.
huh? No, you ain't supposed to agree to that. Shut up. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is a little bit of toxic, but at the same time, like, I mean, it worked. I mean, of course, I mean, every child is wasn't like me. I mean, I always show level respect to everyone that I come around. That's just the way I was raised, showing that level of respect. And that's why I feel like this topic is very strong towards me because I can actually relate to it as the child and as the adult. So basically on that, let me answer another one. And do you feel that it also causes generational curses because we don't allow the child to divorce themselves? Mm,
Now these maybe back in the day you didn't have a say so. You know what I mean? What your mom and your dad said, that's what it went.
yeah.
But I like there's nothing wrong with listening to your child as well because then you open that door of communication, allowing them to have that decision as well. Because I mean, me as a kid, yeah, my mama showed me the good and the wrong, but she always stirred me to choose the right. Because if I didn't choose the right, then you know what I mean, we're gonna have some issues. So you know what I mean? I think having that decision, allowing them to speak up, I think it's important because then you are able to be on your child's life fully. Um, because I mean, growing up, I mean, I'm a testament of it myself. I mean, now I have a beautiful relationship with my mom, but there were certain things that I was not really communicating as a kid, just because, how we grew up.
I mean, I believe most of us kids what I'm saying, that was at our age. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us had to deal with that, what I'm saying, with our parents. It was just certain things that we just couldn't communicate with our parents. I mean, I knew it was a whole lot of stuff with me. That's why I stayed angry all the time because what I'm saying, I couldn't express myself towards, my parents, and what I'm saying, I was angry. I mean, anytime you see me like as a kid growing up, like I was angry. I was mad at the world.
Yeah. So when you choose, let me throw it now. I'm asking the questions to you.
Mm, it's my
Found, meeting and greeting and mingling, and you found the woman of your dreams, the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and she has kids.
okay.
Right off the bat, ask for that respect, or are you willing to sit down and have a conversation with their kids about, you know what I mean? Hey, I want to be with your mother, and something of that sort before you start, or you're gonna go back in the old days of whatever. It's my go, it's my go.
I mean, I believe now, after doing a lot of like researching, and you have to do that with modern day kids. You do have to have that conversation with them, um, just because of uh, kids today are totally different than when we grew up, and that definitely sounds like I'm old, but I'm really not old. But you definitely do have to have that type of conversation with them, with the parent, to basically like let them know what's going on with the situation and how they know how things are supposed to be. So I definitely feel like it is a conversation that should be made. Let's see. Let me answer another question. If he meets the chick at age 7 and say, "Daddy, I don't like her," you gonna consider that because kids now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um, my parents didn't do it.
Wait, so because your parents didn't do it, you're not gonna do it?
I wouldn't do that anyway because a child needs to stay in a child's place. That was always told to me.
Yeah.
That was always told to me. A child needs to be in a child's place. A child doesn't have a say so in a relationship, especially, what I'm saying, No, child doesn't have that say so.
Will you have a conversation with them, like to get to know why more or anything like that? Or you right off the bat, we're gonna cut it off and be like, nope, it's my girl. That's who I want to be with, and so
I will probably have like a little small conversation, but at the same time, I would be telling them, this is the way it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because I really care about this woman, and she's gonna be a very important piece in your life, not just my life, because I'm marrying her, but she's gonna be a very important piece in your life as well, and you need to show some respect to her.
right.
So that's my take on it. And I was raised from old school, like I was raised from real old school. So um,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I'm gonna. That's how I'm gonna raise my son. It's the old school way. Of course, it's gonna be a little touch of new school as well, because I don't think what I had to go through mentally, as far as like that mental like abuse, I wouldn't dare put that on my son, because everybody can't handle that. But definitely, I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm saying, it's really my way. I'm the parent.
Absolutely. But yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like we learn from our parents. They taught us well, but from there, we can make it better, right? We don't have to necessarily do what our parents say. I like this question. I want you to answer this.
Okay.
Respect another man that's doing that for your son.
Will I respect another man that's doing that for my son?
Yes. Will you let another man discipline your son?
If he acting up, yeah, he has every right. Don't be, what I'm saying, like beating him for no reason, nah, because then we got a problem.
No, absolutely. I hope you have a problem.
We got a problem. But I mean, if he out of line, check him. Check him. He out of line. He being disrespectful to you, or anybody else, any adult or anything like that. Check him. I'm not one of those people to be like, man, you can't touch my kid, man. I'll beat your ass. You touch my kid. No, no, I'm not one of them.
Well, that's good. No, that's good.
No, because I mean, he's supposed to like my son respects me. Well, the man that his mother has in her life, and that she wants to experience it with him. You know what I'm saying? And the children, that's them. But what I'm saying, at the same time, it's what I'm saying, that level of respect that needs to be put in place. I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem with you checking him when he wrong. Um, my stepfather beat me. He whooped me. You know what I'm saying? My stepfather whooped me. You know what I'm saying? Because he had my mother gave him that level of respect. She gave
Yeah,
him.
see,
She
I
gave,
get that, but I feel like it has to be to a certain extent because if you see in your, let's take it back to your, right? So yes, that was that level of respect. He beat your butt whenever it was needed. But what happened? What was the end result of it? You did not enjoy your childhood, teenagehood. You was mad with the world. Is that how you want your child to walk around?
I don't have to worry about that with my son, because that won't happen.
Exactly. I mean, see, that's it won't happen. But it's like I feel like yes, there's a level of respect, but I feel like that level of respect has to be to a certain extent. Because if you are there's that level of respect, but you're out here and disciplining the child, but the child is there's no it's a negative outcome of it, then no, you know what I mean? I want to be able to know that my child is good.
But it
You
was,
know
but it wasn't negative though, because
how it was negative? You were out here angry with the world. How is that not negative?
I didn't doing it well. Like I said, I'm totally different. I'm totally different from what I'm saying. I'm a different breed. Like
That
I can handle stuff a certain ways that other people can't handle. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that I went through in life, they probably would have killed themselves by now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the, you know what I'm saying, that's different. I'm a
Right.
different breed.
Well, that's you. That's different. But what if your child ain't like you like that? You know what I mean?
Like I said, my ears is always open. See, I didn't have that say so, you know what I'm saying, when I was a child. But my ears will always be open to, you know what I'm saying, have a conversation if he needs to have that.
Yeah.
Let's answer another question. But what if this stepfather role is a trigger for her because she wasn't disciplined correctly by her stepfather? Woo. That's a good one. Um, that can be a case.
I think it's case to case scenario. You know what I mean? You can't treat this every situation the same either.
Because every situation is not the same.
Right. Exactly. So how you handle it with, your child or you and your partner and their kids is gonna be different from what, you know what I mean, if we go through it. It's not my case, but just an example, like, or what anybody else, what they go through it versus what you go through it, or anybody goes through it, it's gonna be a different scenario. But I mean, yes, there should be a level of respect. I agree on that.
Absolutely. She says, but she loves and adores you and respects you, but she struggles with the man discipline her child. That's something that's supposed to be talked about in the beginning. Like,
Exactly.
you gotta have like that communicational skills of, because that stuff happens. It comes up, of disciplining a child. I mean, if a child is very disrespectful, and uh, one of the things, like, a woman cannot raise a man.
I agree on that. Absolutely. I agree on that. I feel like in any relationship, in any child's, it should be the presence of a mother and it should be a presence of a father.
Absolutely, you need both parents needs to be present in the child's life for them to be like successful. You do have instances where that is the case, that one of the, you know what I'm saying, are not in the picture and they still end up becoming successful. But a lot of times what happens was, when that comes about, is they use that fuel to drive them to be successful. That's
Correct.
that's a whole different level of this conversation. That's gonna have something else. But
Yep. Absolutely. Because that's me right there. You know what I mean?
that, you know what I'm saying, that was kind of like me as well. Like, you know what I'm saying, having like that, leaving that drive you to, you know what I'm saying, to be successful. Just having that type of hurt, it'll lead you to success. So
Correct.
that will happen as well. She said, but you were angry. Yeah, I was angry. I was angry as hell. Um,
Yes.
Whoa, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. But she, kids know my dad took our opinion into consideration. Okay. Um, I'm glad your father took your opinion into consideration. Because, I mean, like I said, it was that my parents' way or the highway. My opinion didn't really matter. So I'm definitely glad that your parents did take your opinion into consideration, because I didn't have that type of luxury. um, she
But
said,
that your child can't have that luxury.
"You what?"
But that doesn't mean because you didn't have it, doesn't mean your child cannot have that type of luxury.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anybody that's seen me around my child know that I get all bubbly and lovey-dovey with them. Um,
Okay.
so it's definitely different. Then, because being raised a certain way, and then you basically kind of, because I basically took all the negative things that I had to go through, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna do this. So that's basically kind of how I'm trying to raise my son, through all those negative aspects of throwing it out the window and just keeping the good things that I was brought upon. Like, I mean, I've always had amazing father figures in my life. Always had amazing mother figures in my life as well. So, um,
I think that's what helped, like you said, because a lot of people don't have that they don't take the good out of the bad. Because a lot of people decide to do the wrong because I went through a tough life, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go the wrong route. But I think as long as we take the positive aspects of the negative that we've been through
hmm
and you hang on to those loved ones that actually showed you what you was lacking, I think make you, you know, have a really good relationship moving forward with whoever you decide to be with, whether they have kids or not, you know?
absolutely. Let's see here. What if the child has seen things done that just aren't right and they're expressing? Uh,
Good one. I feel, me personally, if my child was to bring something to my attention that is not correct, I'm gonna question it. I'm not going to believe, you know what I mean? Because there's a reason why the child's telling you that. It's not just gonna be just because.
that's true. But I'm gonna just let you answer that one, because uh my like I said before, my opinion didn't matter in that type of situation. So
But I mean, me personally, as a child, I would have. It never happened to me, but I would expect for if I was to say something went wrong, like you know what I mean, just because you as a parent know your child, right?
hmm
Like you know your child, you know your baby on how he is, you know how Carter is, you know if he's lying to you or not,
hmm
right? So if he was to bring something up to you that you are not seeing, then I don't think your child would expect for you to believe what he's saying or at least question it and not just go with what your partner is telling you.
I will put it in consideration.
Right. Exactly. At least yes.
Consideration. Let's see what Ivy got to say. But also, a parent should be able to hear and listen to their child, because sometimes they can see what the parent can't. Okay. Um, yeah, we just went over that.
Yeah.
Ways we learn from our childhood, but we don't have to repeat it. You're absolutely correct, Tasia. We definitely, you know what I'm saying, the negative aspects from my childhood, we were supposed to learn from it and not to repeat those same aspects that we had to go through from childhood. So you're absolutely correct on that.
Mm-hmm.
Anisha says parents don't always get it right, though. You're absolutely right. Everybody is human. We do not get everything right. Uh,
No.
but woman or man shouldn't expect to be only wife or husband. When the other has kids, they are also a parent. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, you need to give that husband or that wife the respect to be able to uh, discipline that child if they out of line. I just feel like that should be like a must. That's I feel like that connects the household when you have uh, if you don't allow that level of respect to the husband or wife, it becomes a disconnect into the household, and then you have the kid going, well, my mama said I ain't got to do this, so I'm not doing it. Nah, mm-mm. that that
Right.
that's the level of disrespect that I'm talking about, and that should never come into play. No,
No, I agree on that. So I mean it goes back to that communication from the get go. Because obviously you're not gonna get in a, you know, relationship with somebody you know that they're not willing to give you that level of respect.
absolutely,
And I know there's, I mean, vice versa, whether it's a man or a woman, there's people that just get into a relationship just like that. And then down the road, it's like their household is a little dysfunctional because the child is not listening and they're going, like you said, back and forth.
absolutely. And then she was like, that's good. Some people don't see it like that way. And it's sad. Yeah. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But it is what it is. Who determines the reason? What is his reason and ain't okay with you? Elaborate on that, Tasia. Whooping and respect don't go together for me.
I mean, discipline doesn't just mean whooping.
Yeah, it doesn't mean just whooping.
No. Discipline, there's different types of forms of discipline.
Absolutely.
Discipline just whooping the child.
Yeah, absolutely. Discipline is not just, you know what I'm saying, beating the hell out of a daggone kid for doing wrong. It's, you know what I'm saying, they love to play PlayStation all day long. I'm taking that PlayStation. You got F's in school. I'm taking that PlayStation away. Or, you know what I'm saying, they own a basketball team or a soccer team or something like that, and they got D's and F's in school. Nah, you got to come up out of there until you get your grades right. Though that's the type of discipline that I'm talking about. It's not just whooping the kid because they looked at you funny, or or they said something sideways. That's not what we talking about. Nisha says I was angry. Yes, I was angry. Stop saying that. Okay, not yet. You don't choose who she's going to be with. You never know, with all due respect. Okay, elaborate on that. He has your blood. Of course he has my blood. That's my child. He was angry for other reasons, like me. I know what you mean. Yeah, we do. I do know what you mean, Avi. It was a whole lot of going on in during them high school days, for sure. Hey, bro, put something out there. She needs therapy. And I encourage anybody.
Yes, I agree. Whether it's a man or a female.
Either it's a male, female. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian. It don't matter. If you feel like that you've been through some childhood trauma, or if you going through certain things in a moment in your life, get therapy. It's too much. It's too many things going on in life, especially with this COVID that you know what I'm saying, took over everybody's life last year, and everything that everybody had to go through. I'm pretty sure everybody needed some therapy after last year. Just losing a lot of family members, and not being able to do things, staying cooped up in the house all the time. Everybody needed therapy. So you're definitely right about that, bro, man. Everybody needs therapy, especially if you're going through a different time in your life.
And you don't have to wait till you're like the breaking point or you're hanging by the thread. You don't have to do that to go get therapy. You can go.
Absolutely. Don't wait that long. Don't ever wait that long.
Nope. I agree.
Oh, Anisha says, I disagree. Very successful, raised by a single mother. I did say there is an exception. Everybody, it is a percentage. It's a small percentage. What we're talking about is the majority. The majority that don't have both parents in the house, or have a stepfather or a stepmother, they tend to go down the wrong path. Not be as successful.
Right. But like you said, I think we are the percentage that Nisha talking about is us. It's not.
But it's like we can't really go off that small percentage, because that's not reality.
Right.
Reality is the full percentage of everything. So, okay, yeah, we might be the 5%, but what about the other 95%?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. For discipline, what if discipline your son and you don't agree with the way her does it, or why? Communication. Communication is a key. If you don't like the way your significant other is disciplining your child, talk to him, let him know that, you know, that's not okay. And you talk about ways that are acceptable for disciplining.
Right. Exactly. And it goes back to don't do it in front of the child. Like, you know, take it behind doors so that way that it keeps that level of respect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then if you don't agree with the way he disciplined, then you have a nice man to man or woman to woman talk. Yep, that's exactly what we just said about communication. Let's see what Ivy say. To be honest, if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be where I am today. If I told all of you my story, you'd be shocked and amazed at all at once. Therapy wasn't good for me, but Jesus was. Hey, to each his own.
Yeah.
Everybody has, you know, a different opinion. Everybody has a different religion and what they believe in. What's up, boy?
Hey, I'm in a minute. Let me get dressed. Let me put my suit on and everything.
Nah, you can't do that, man. I ain't got no suit on, dog. But yeah, it just, you know what I'm saying? I think therapy goes a long way. You told me that you had did a little bit of therapy for yourself.
I did. It was very, very helpful. I think it taught me that you can't just do it by yourself. Yes, I believe in God. I trust in God. But sometimes it gets to a point that even when you talk to God, it's still like you're in this lost place. So that's why I say don't wait to the last minute. Like when you see yourself and you see that there's no result out of what you're doing, then hey. And I agree with what your brother's saying. Like therapy helps you heal. It does.
Yeah. And then Nietzsche says therapy doesn't always heal. Well, who is your therapist? Because you need a new therapist if it didn't help you heal. Oh, help. Man, stop playing.
Therapy helped me also. That to each his own. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe if you go, it doesn't help. If I go, it does help. So I think you do what you have to do to heal, but if therapy helps you out, do so. Don't feel. She said, "No, I'm good," but for some, it doesn't. Yeah.
See, and that's what we talk. We're not talking about that small percentage again. I cleared. Some of y'all women love to throw that small percentage in and take it and run with it. We're not talking about that small percentage. We're talking majority. We're not talking about the 5%, the 2%.
So
We're talking about the 98%, the 95%.
talking about you, Nisha. Then you said can't leave the small out.
Nah. We not talking about that small percentage. We can't do that. And dang, I ain't lost my train of thought. Shit.
Sure, you don't went on a tangent. We started talking about therapy.
Yeah, like okay, so with me, I didn't get therapy. I used pain and struggle to fuel me in the gym. The gym was my therapy. For the longest time, especially when I was going through a hardships about 7-8 years ago, which I'm pretty sure everybody was going through during that time. Gym, it was the gym for me. I was in the gym 2 to 3 times a day, 6 and 7 days a week, because I was just so angry and so, you know what I'm saying, depressed that I wanted to get all of that out of me.
Right.
You talking about forever playing bench like 50. I ain't been in the gym in a while, and I still can bench more than 150.
She trying to play. Talking about you bench 150.
I can bench her.
You bench who? Nisha?
Yeah, I can bench her.
Okay.
She said it's not one size fits all. Every situation will be different. That's true.
Yeah, but I agree with her. Absolutely.
Every situation will be different, and you have to take every situation. I mean, you have to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to approach it differently, because every situation is different.
Yep. Because like me in that situation that you was back, I mean, I was in a dark place too. But you know what it took me a serious talk with somebody that I didn't expect. I was like, ooh, she cold. But I needed that. Sometimes you need to hear the truth. Truth hurts, but you need to hear it.
Absolutely. And I just thought of the next topic for next week.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be great. But
Well, I'll be on next week then.
huh?
I'll be on next week.
Oh
'Cause
yeah, I'm gonna have to have you a guest.
your face is gonna be a good topic.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be love. Oh, I'm definitely not gonna spill it. I'm not gonna spill it. I'm not gonna say anything about it right now. Nisha said the truth hurts. Truth always hurts.
Absolutely.
But what you gonna do after you heard that?
You said
I said, what you gonna do after you heard that truth? Are you gonna continue to do the same things that you know what I'm saying that negative aspect in your life? Are you gonna continue to do, or are you gonna you know what I'm saying, have some accountability
absolutely.
and take charge and do what you're supposed to do?
Right.
So that's the thing.
I mean, I hope everybody takes accountability and do what's right, but you know, some people take time to do that.
Absolutely. And she said, walk in it or run from it.
Absolutely.
That's the question you need to ask yourself. Are you gonna walk in it, or are you gonna run from it? A lot of people run from it.
Yeah, but when you run from it, it finds you though. It comes right back.
He said, Dr. Jordan. Well, you know, I should have that title on me. I've been, like I said, I've been doing a lot of research and stuff like that.
Ain't too late. It is not too late.
It ain't late, but I'm in a whole different profession right now, so I'm trying to master that profession right now.
Okay, master and then move on to the next.
That's the plan. Well, Cynthia,
Yeah.
great time talking with you.
Same here. Appreciate allowing me to come into your forum.
Let's have a conversation where we have unedited, raw conversations. She said, "Talking about some drink the rest of that." No, I want to savor it. I want water. Hey, when you trying to get on, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I'm gonna be in Atlanta soon. When you trying to get on that, boy?
Man, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm
Boy Duncan, man.
Nisha say, "Hey, brother."
What's up? What's up? Hey, we're gonna do a real official next time. I'm gonna have my suit on and everything. With Steve Harvey.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have. I'm gonna get my Kevin Samuels on, and we're gonna really do this thing.
Yeah, I'm down with it. I'm with it. What's up, Nisha?
Yep. So I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up in just a moment. But
All right.
definitely talking good with y'all, and I definitely see y'all real soon. I don't know exactly. I know I'm supposed to be in Atlanta in September, but it might be sooner than that. But I'll let you know.
Absolutely. And keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. I think these conversations are important. So,
Absolutely, definitely, and that.
yeah, you said up in the A. Come on down. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, it was 8 times something. Yeah, man, it was definitely one of my main things in having this discussion talks is just to, you know what I'm saying, inform people that, you know what I'm saying, might not know about different things. And like I said, I do my research, and my brother, he does his research. We constantly have discussions every day, all day, about different topics and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely gonna this next week gonna be a treat. I need women. It might be this might be a little touchy subject, so I want all the women that was in here. I want them to tune in, because it's gonna.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one for sure.
All righty.
But you have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon. Look at Nisha. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Talking about I'm gonna get beat up. You crazy girl. Let's see here. Let's see here. Would you like to get on live, Nisha, and put your 2 cents in there before I wrap it up? Anybody else wants to get on live before I wrap it up? All right, I got you. Yeah, we don't want your hair all wrapped and everything. Nah. We just say we definitely want it for next week though. Definitely come for next week because it's gonna be a real touchy subject. I know a lot of women they might get a little mad with me, but it's part of the game. This is open discussion. I love to have different conversations. I love to stir the pot a little bit, but at the same time be informed. And just have different discussions on, get y'all's different take. Let's see here. And okay, Ivy, what y'all eating on? I need to eat myself. I ain't ate yet, and it's 10:30. Let's see here. What's next week's subject? I bet I won't get mad. Barbecue chicken tacos. Ooh, that's different. That is very different. Sounds phenomenal though. I'll let you know what next week's topic. You probably won't get mad because you mostly agree to what I be saying. So I know you probably won't get mad. And it won't let me remove Cynthia for some reason. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right. So what we're gonna do? Me and bro about to wrap it up. What's good, my brother?
What's going on, my guy?
Not much. How did you like the discussion today, man?
Man, I loved it, bro. I loved it. I appreciate everybody that tapped in and gave their perspectives and their views and their opinions, man. We definitely got some more stuff that we gonna talk about that we need to get out there on the table, man. Because it's just some situations that some people don't want to touch or may seem touchy to some people, but it just needs to be talked about. So we're gonna have those discussions. So Sunday, tune in. Like I said, it's gonna be around that 7, 8-ish time frame.
Yep. Definitely. I always send out an Instagram story, letting everybody know when we're gonna be going live. So just try to tune in, but it's gonna definitely be around 7 or 8 on Sunday for sure. That's normally around the time because that's mostly everybody not doing anything during that time. So that's we try to so that we get the most viewers on to be informed on the information that we get.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Don't forget to check us out, man. Check out King of My Way. Check out the Queen of My Way, man. We offer some things that you guys might like. So check us out.
Absolutely. I'm giving away a hoodie. I'm giving away another hoodie. And it's a black size medium. If you want it, just hit me in my DM. I will definitely, Either I will ship it to you, or I will pull up to your doorstep and bring it to you. So just definitely just hit me up in my DM if you want it. I know a couple of people asked about it when we was doing our doing our giveaway, because we already gave two Queen of My Way hoodies away, which, you know what I'm saying, we definitely appreciate y'all have been supporting tremendously with the both of the brands, supporting with the IG live that we've been doing on. Also check us out on YouTube. The link is in the bio. I'm definitely trying to get that up and squared away as well. And but anything else you want to add, bro?
That's it, man. Appreciate everybody watching us and tapping in, man. Until next time, I'm out.
All right, my brother. Peace.
Peace.